Libardo Asprilla was 17 years old when he left his 14 siblings and his hometown of Chocó in Colombia's west and set out for opportunities in the country's capital.
The cold hit me hard. I didn't have enough jackets, a few pesos in my pocket, and a head full of dreams.
Asprilla's goal was education because he saw that as his ticket out of poverty. Official government data show more than 30% of Colombians of African descent are poor. Activist groups say the true figure is much higher.
Historically, the Afro-Colombian population has been hardest hit and is really left behind when it comes to their social and economic conditions. All of their indicators are below the national average.
Government statistics also show Colombia's black population suffers disproportionately from the country's continued armed struggle, victimized by rebel groups at a rate more than twice that of the non-black population.
African Colombians who flee regional violence or seek better economic opportunities often move to cities to work in the informal sector, taking jobs with no guaranteed income or social benefits, like street vendors.
But unlike many economically or socially displaced people, Asprilla knew he wanted to eventually return home.
That was my motivator, to help my town. At first, I wanted to study agriculture so that I could go back and take advantage of the biodiversity in my region and all its potential.
Asprilla ended up studying economics. He paid for his studies working as a street vendor, then as a messenger, and finally opening up a restaurant in Bogotá's La Candelaria district.
I feel a bit of nostalgia because this restaurant was the birth of my entrepreneurial career.
In January 2020, Asprilla was named director of a Bogotá entity in charge of creating opportunities for informal workers. The Institute for Social Economy, known by its acronym IPES, creates programs to help this often neglected sector. Asprilla couldn't be better suited for the job. Walking through the streets of Bogotá, the local workers all seem to know him, and he doesn't hesitate to address their concerns on the spot.
Right now from the agency, we have support systems. The tricycles could work for your activity. Are you registered as an informal worker?
Asprilla wasn't content just to change his own future, instead paying his success forward and working hard to give opportunities to others. He says the way out of unconscious racism is by celebrating what makes Colombia different and doing everything possible to help all cultures succeed.
We still need to make the jump in government entities and inclusion projects. We don't recognize ourselves as a diverse country. Right now, differences separate us instead of uniting us. Diversity is the main potential of our country.
Michelle Vega, CGTN, Bogotá, Colombia.